John Stossel is joining us right now. We always love John on set. You always do these great segments. Today we're talking about the curse of good intentions. Explain, please.
Well, it's the arrogance of political good intentions that the politicians, by passing these laws, I mean, some libertarians don't buy this, but I think they really mean well, that they think they're improving life, and they just don't see the unintended consequences of their laws.
For instance?
For instance, cash for clunkers. Oh, we're going to help the auto business. And leave aside for the moment that they just cannibalize sales before and after. But they don't think that, gee, they're going to make life hell for the charities that used to get donations of used cars. And that they're going to raise the price of used cars $1,800, which is what it turned out to be, which hurts poor people. I would say every single law they passed, there are unintended consequences, and most of them are worse than the good the law accomplished. People have this magical faith in the fairy dust of regulation. If anybody was wise enough to really understand, say, financial derivatives, they still only know what the facts were yesterday, and tomorrow they'll be different. No one person in an ivory tower in Washington can protect us that way.
Yeah, but isn't there, don't you think there's some situation, I mean, there's a vote coming up on this new approval process with the FDA that I think could really help people who are ill today, who need to get to things that would take a lot longer through that approval process than it might if they change the way that medical devices and medications are brought to market.
Well, but what's the change? Will they make it faster?
Make it faster, yeah.
If it happens faster, but most regulation make things happen more slowly. And the FDA is a good example, because we say, well, these guys are selling snake oil. I need the government to make sure it's safe. And we do big stories on when some drug company slips something through and it kills somebody. We don't know how many people would be saved by what they haven't approved.
Right.
They held a press conference and they said this new drug will save 10,000 lives a year. But it took 10 years to get that approved. Nobody points out that, gee, didn't that mean you killed 10,000 people last year? But it did mean that.
Of course, if you look at the caveats, the side effects, especially the ones on television, the one I like particularly is if you're dead, give us a call. Basically. Doesn't that make you worry about how fast they approve some of these things?
No, I think they
How did I know he was going to say that?
It takes 15 years, and in that time, people die. And I would rather have them err on doing it too quickly, kill a few people, word will get out, and they'll stop selling those drugs.
People will always, everybody's body is unique, so there's not going to be one pill that is going to be the same in every single person's body who takes it. But if you are dying of cancer and there's a medication out there that you might be able to take, but it's not approved, so you can't get it, in a situation like that, I don't see why there's a debate.
And I don't see why people are not more angry about that. How outrageous. I have a terminal illness.
Because they feel like it's David and Goliath going up against the federal government.
And it is.
And
the drug companies.
The drug companies, exactly.